Hello friends, continuation with the last part. We are moving over here for the next pattern in terms of a theorem, and the part is here. Today we are going to start a theorem, and in theorem we have to understand one theorem that is called as 30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree type of a theorem, but it is subdivided in two type in 9th standard. In 10th standard it is one theorem, but in 9th standard it is divided in two part. Means one is related with 30-60 and that is a combination, and second is extension portion of that. Now what is exactly that? Try to understand. So theorem, if acute angle of a right angle triangle, so remember they have mentioned that triangle is right angle triangle. So the first and highlighted word, if acute angle of right angle triangle have measures of 30 degree and 60 degree, means already a triangle is a right angle, and among them one angle is a 30 degree, second is a 60 degree. Both are less than 90 degree, that's why they have used the word acute angle. Then the length of a side is, then the length of a side opposite to 30 degree angle is half of the length of hypotenuse. Once again I am going to read the entire statement so you can easily understand the part. If acute angle of right angle triangle have measures of 30 degree and 60 degree, then the length of opposite side to 30 degree angle is half of the length of hypotenuse. I am going to clear the same part in terms of diagram point of view so that everyone can understand. Let us say this is a given triangle over here, and I am going to give a nomenclature as triangle ABC. Now first step, they have given one angle as a right angle, so one angle is a 90 degree, so I indicated angle B as a 90 degree. Now next I have to indicate one angle as a 30 degree and second angle as a 60 degree. So here I am going to take C as 30 degree angle and A as 60 degree angle. So now your entire triangle become 30, 60, 90. Sometimes this theorem is also called as 30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree triangle theorem. Now here 30 plus 60, 90, 90 plus 90, 180 means sum of the angles of triangle is 180 degree is satisfied over here, means condition is true for a triangle. Now as per their condition, if in a right angle triangle acute angles are 30 degree and 60 degree, then side opposite to 30 degree, so side opposite to 30 degree means AB. So side opposite to 30 degree means AB is half of the hypotenuse. Opposite to 90 is called as a hypotenuse, means AC is your hypotenuse. In short, we have to prove that side opposite to 30 degree, side opposite to 30 degree, that is AB is half of, means half of hypotenuse means AC. Means we have to prove that AB is equal to half of AC. That is the part we have to prove. Now in that case, what is a given and what is a to prove? First, a part of a given, in triangle ABC, angle B is 90 degree, angle C is 30 degree, and angle A is a 60 degree. That become given because they have given it over here. Now what to prove? We have to prove that side opposite to 30, side opposite to 30 is half of the hypotenuse. Means we have to prove AB is equal to half of AC. That we have to prove. After given and to prove, we have to make proof of that. But in that case, that proof is directly not available, so we have to do the construction. But what is exactly that construction? Let me clear. Your original triangle ABC is as usual ABC. This is as usual. Angle B is a 90 degree over here. C is 30. So C is 30 and B is 60. Means this part is as usual. Now in construction, we have to make a comparison, and for comparison we need two triangles to be shown a congruent. For that part we are going to generate or develop second triangle. Now we have done one construction. What is exactly? Extend AB up to some particular distance such that AB is equal to B up to that point. Let us say I am going to indicate D as a point over here. Means we have done a construction such that draw a line AB or extend a line AB up to point D such that AB is equal to BD. Means you can say that AB, this distance, is equal to BD, this distance. And after joining or after drawing BD, we have to join D with C or C with D. Means after that we are going to join C with D. And in this way we have joined CD, and this is the construction. In that case we are going to prove these two triangles as a congruent and the rest of the proof. But first of all, try to understand how to write given, to prove and construction. Now we are going to write to given, to prove and construction. So first of all, given, and a part is in triangle ABC, in triangle ABC, first angle B is 90 degree. Angle B is equal to 90 degree. Angle C is equal to 30 degree. Angle C is equal to 30 degree. And angle A is equal to 60 degree. In this way we have given a concept of a right angle and remaining to 30 and 60 degree concept over here. Means this is the basic information in the form of given. Now what exactly we have to prove? We have to prove that as per a diagram we are going to write side opposite to 30 means AB is half of the hypotenuse, means half of AC. Means to prove AB is equal to half of AC. That part we have to prove. AB is equal to half of AC. Now in a construction, what we have done? We have extend AB up to point D such that AB equal to BD, and after that we have joined CD. So we are going to prove or write a part in terms of a construction. So construction, extend AB up to D. Next, such that AB is equal to BD, AB is equal to BD, and then joint CD, and in this way we are able to write given, to prove, construction. Remember, in this part there are two main logic you have to understand. First, this theorem you need not only in 9th but also in 10th, so prepare it very seriously. Second, most of the numerical from 9th as well as 10th is going to get solved by with the help of 30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree triangle theorem. And third and the most important part is nothing but whatever be part, if I have given a name ABC, then this proof is in the form of ABC. If I am going to write the name of triangle PQR, then our proof will be converted into PQR. Means with any nomenclature you can make modification, but try to understand logic and concept. No doubt we are going to write a proof in the form of number, statement and reason, and we are going to create a structure for that in a proper part. No doubt that kind of a structure is not directly available in a textbook, but definitely with the proper reasoning it looks more attractive and systematic. And also we are going to understand the proof first from the diagram, and after diagram we are going to complete in terms of a writing type. So please pay attention seriously. Now please pay attention how we are going to complete a proof. First, we have only triangle ABC in the form of 30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree. Now we are enter over here. In triangle ABC, which is of 30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree, we have extended AB up to point D such that AB equal to BD. Next, as angle ABC is 90 degree, we know that in a linear pair sum of the angle is 180. If one angle is a 90, automatically its connected angle become 90. Now please pay attention to these two triangles. Which triangle? In triangle ABC, and in triangle DBC. One by one. AB is congruent to DB by construction. Next, angle ABC is equal to DBC, each 90-90. And third, segment BC congruent to segment BC, common side or same side. Naturally we can say that triangle ABC is congruent to DBC by side angle side test of congruency. When two triangles are congruent, their respective sides and respective angle must be congruent. In that case, we can say that BAC, this is a 60, is exactly equal to BDC. Naturally, this angle D becomes 60 degree. Writing that part over here. So your angle A is a 60. Automatically your angle D is also become 60. So angle D is also become 60. If I am going to remove this side BC, and observe this triangle, that is nothing but triangle ADC. What is the part over here? As angle A is a 60 degree, angle D is a 60 degree. Naturally, we know that sum of the angles of triangle is 180 degree. As it is a 60-60, in the first case, it become isosceles triangle. But in the third part, sum of the angle of a triangle is 180. Naturally, first is 60, second is 60. Automatically, third is also become 60. That we are going to introduce in writing part. If 60, naturally from isosceles triangle, it become equilateral triangle. Means you can say that side AD is equal to side AC is equal to side CD. All these three sides become equal, or logically you can say that triangle become equilateral triangle. And in that case, we are taking the reference of this. What is that? AB is half of AD. AB is half of AD. Naturally, we can write AB is half of. Instead of AD, we can replace AC. Instead of AD, we can replace AC. And in this way, we can prove that AB is half of AC. Now, whatever part that I have described over here, I am going to write it over there. So, please pay attention. Now, whatever be description we are done over here, we are going for a writing in the form of number, statement and reason. So, please pay attention, and the part is, so one by one, number, statement, reason. First of all, in triangle ABC and DBC, in triangle ABC and in triangle DBC, one by one, AB is congruent to DB. Side AB is congruent to side DB by construction. Next, angle ABC is congruent to angle DBC. Reason each 90. Third, side BC congruent to side BC. Side BC is congruent to side BC. You can say common side or same side. Common side. Therefore, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DBC by side angle side test of congruency, SAS test of congruency. Now, in this way, in the 4 or 5 line, we are able to prove that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DBC. But when two triangles are congruent, their respective sides and respective angle must be congruent. Naturally, we can write, therefore, angle BAC is congruent to angle BDC, and reason become corresponding angles of congruent triangles, and the part become corresponding angles of congruent triangle. And in this way, we can have BAC as well as BDC, and that become 60 degree. So, coming to the part over here, therefore, angle BAC is equal to angle BDC is equal to 60 degree. Therefore, angle BAC is equal to BDC is equal to 60 degree. Now, if two angles are 60 degree, naturally the third remaining triangle means in triangle ADC. Therefore, in triangle ADC, angle ACD is also become 60 degree, and we can say that remaining angle of triangle. Remaining angle of triangle. Remember, in triangle ADC, if A is 60, D is 60, naturally remaining third angle is a 60 degree, and automatically your triangle ADC now become equilateral triangle because first, second, third, all angles are 60 degree. So I can write AD equal to DC equal to AC. Therefore, AD is equal to AC equal to DC. Sides of equilateral triangle. Sides of equilateral triangle. And in this way, first of all three sides are equal. Now here second part that I am going to mention over here. What is exactly? AB is half of AD. So I can say from diagram, AB is equal to half of AD. AB is equal to half of AD. But now what is meant by AD? AD is equal to AC. Here you know that AD is equal to AC. If part, I am going to give it as equation number 1. Now we are just going to replace AD by AC. We are going to just replace AD by AC, and your answer become AB is equal to half of AC, and in this way we can reach to our final step, and that is a part AB is equal to half of AC, and that is the required proof. AB is equal to half of AC. Remember student, writing in a proper manner is something important, and understanding the concept. Again, this grouping I have made in 2. You can make 2 or 3. Answer the book from textbook also, and there are some part which is given in the form of fill in the blanks. No doubt there are slant modification that I have done during writing, but please properly understand this theorem. And secondary part, first and second diagram they have given in a book, but third diagram they have not given in a book. So try to analyze it, just it is for your helpline. In exam you can write only first or second diagram, there is no need of a third diagram, but how it is equilateral triangle, that concept should be clear. That's why I have drawn it over here. And in this way, you can complete the entire part. Now student, please pay attention. Whatever part we have written in terms of a diagram or given to prove or construction, this is used as it is for the next theorem. In the next theorem, there is a slant changes. In the first part, they have discussed the property in terms of side opposite to 30 degree, and proof is that side opposite to 30 means AB is half of the hypotenuse, means half of AC. That we have done over here now. Now in the second proof, everything remains same and condition changes. Side opposite to 60 degree angle means BC is root 3 by 2 times of hypotenuse, means root 3 by 2 times of AC. Means in secondary proof, we have to prove that BC is equal to root 3 by 2 times of AC. Side opposite to 60, that is BC, is root 3 by 2 times of hypotenuse, means AC. And this proof we have to do, means I am going to make all the part in terms of 90% copyright of theorem, slant modification, given to prove and construction. I am going to keep as it is, entire diagram as it is, just I am going to change the number, statement, reason and the written part over here. Rest all part will be as it is, copyright for the next theorem. And the theorem is side opposite to 60 degree is root 3 by 2 times of hypotenuse. So please pay attention, this structure remain as it is, at least 80% part remain as it is. Student, please pay attention, and the part is theorem. If acute angles of right angle triangle have measures of 30 degree and 60 degree. If acute angles of a right angle triangle have measures of 30 degree and 60 degree, then the length of a side opposite to 60 degree angle is equal to root 3 by 2 times of hypotenuse. That part we have to prove. Means, what is the part I am going to clear in terms of a diagram. In triangle ABC, angle B is a 90 degree, angle C is a 30 degree, and angle A is a 60 degree. Means it is same given previous. The same part we are going to write or rewrite. Now here, angle B is 90 degree means its opposite side AC is a hypotenuse, and in that case, here we have to prove side opposite to 60 degree. Side opposite to 60 degree means BC is root 3 by 2 times of hypotenuse, means root 3 by 2 times of AC. We are going to write it in terms of to prove, and in this case we are using the previous part. I repeat, in this case we are using the previous part of a proof, because in previous already we have proved that side opposite to 30 means AB is half of the hypotenuse. We are directly using that part over here. So you can say logically construction and all part remain same. Now after that we have done a construction. That construction also remains same. Means AB extend up to point D such that AB equal to BD. Now these two sides are congruent, means AB equal to BD, and after that entire part we come to the conclusion that AB is half of AC. Up to proof we are using as it is. So here a slant modification that we are going to do over here, and the part is our given remains same. In triangle ABC, angle B is equal to 90 degree, angle C is equal to 30 degree, and angle A equal to 60 degree. To prove, now here to prove is going to change, and side opposite to 60 degree means BC is root 3 by 2 times of hypotenuse, or you can also have a part that is root 3 by 2 times of hypotenuse is AC. Any way you can write, either by this or this, your pattern or part remains same. You have to prove that BC is equal to root 3 by 2 times of AC. Your construction extend AB up to D such that AB equal to BD and join CD, all part remain same. Also, in number statement reason, you have proved one part. We know AB is equal to half of AC, that we have proved. We are also using it over here, and from that part our proof is going to get start. Now what is exactly proof? Try to understand. Here in triangle ABC, we are using the concept of Pythagoras theorem. AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Now AB is nothing but half of AC, so we are going to put half of AC plus BC square is equal to AC square, and after that we are coming to the simplification and completing the proof. So please, some simplification is most important for understanding. Pay attention on proof. So the part is second. In triangle ABC, angle ABC is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, by Pythagoras theorem, I am writing in somehow short. So the part is AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Now the part is AB is half of AC, so it become half of AC bracket square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Now half of AC, if I am going to expand it, the part become 1 by 4. AC square means AC square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Up to this part, student doesn't have any problem. From this step and onward, some calculation is most important. Therefore, BC square is equal to AC square and shifting 1 by 4 AC square to that side. Either you can write 1 by 4 AC square or you can say AC square into 1 means AC square by 4. I am writing that part. BC square is equal to AC square. AC square into 1 AC square divided by 4. It is a positive, goes to that side. It becomes minus AC square by 4. Hope so. Up to this step, no student have a problem. Now here part is, I am going to explain its modification here itself only. Remember, if AC square doesn't have any base, means its base is 1. Means you can say simply its base is 1. Simplification, 4 into 1. So that becomes 4. 4 into AC square. 4 into AC square. 4 AC square. 1 into AC square, it simply becomes AC square. And as it is a minus sign, so minus sign over here. Now, I am continuing with the simplification so that you can understand a part over here. Because this is the most important step of this numerical. Next simplification. Here, base 4 become as usual. 4 AC square minus AC square. 4 AC square minus AC square. It becomes 3 AC square. So, you are able to get a conclusion that BC square is equal to 3 into AC square by 4. BC square is equal to 3 into AC square by 4, taking root from both sides. I repeat, taking root from both sides. BC square, I am taking its root, that become BC is equal to 3 cannot take as a root, so it become under root of 3. Divided by 4, if I am going to take its root, then it become 2. And AC square roots become AC, or you can say into AC. And in this way, we are able to get the part that BC is equal to root 3 by 2 times of AC, or you can say BC is nothing but side opposite to 60 degree. BC is nothing but side opposite to 60 degree is root 3 upon 2 times of AC means hypotenuse. And in this way, you can complete the entire proof. Remember, this is the most important step. It is not given in detail in a book. So try to understand it from here. So your concept is going to get clear. The main part is AC square by 1. This is a modification that we are going to do it. Minus this AC square by 4. Shifting it to that side, it become minus. And after that, we have to do the simplification. In book, this step is written directly. So please carefully observe the part and the proof. BC is root 3 by 2 times of AC. That part we are going to complete over here. Hello friends. Continuation with the part over here, moving to the next theorem. Now the next theorem is called as 45 degree, 90 degree theorem. Now what is exactly that theorem? Try to understand. First statement, then diagram and all part. Theorem, if measure of angles of triangle, are 45 degree, 90 degree, 45 degree, 90 degree, then the length of each side containing right angle, is 1 upon root 2 times of hypotenuse. What is statement? Try to understand once again. If the measure of an angle of a triangle are 45 degree, 90 degree, then the length of each side containing the right angle is 1 upon root 2 times of hypotenuse. Now we are going to try to understand same statement in terms of diagram point of view. Now what exactly this diagram indicate? Let us say triangle ABC. ABC is a diagram that we have drawn. Here angle B is already 90 degree. Here angle B is already 90 degree. And about angle A and C, one angle is a 90 degree and remaining two are 45 degree and 45 degree. Means angle A is also 45 degree and angle C is also 45 degree. And in this way, we have to understand here both the angles are 45 degree and 45 degree. Then we have to prove side opposite to 45 means BC, side opposite to 45 means AB is 1 upon root 2 times of hypotenuse, means 1 upon root 2 times of AC. In short, we have to prove that AB equal to BC is equal to 1 upon root 2 times of AC. That is a part over here. No doubt, we are going to describe all the part first in given to prove and proof. So logically we are going to do all the part in a sequential. So definitely there is slant modification as compared to book. Pay attention over there. As per description of a diagram, we are going to write one by one information in the form of given, to prove and proof. So the first part, given in triangle ABC, in triangle ABC, first angle B is 90 degree, angle B is equal to 90 degree, and angle A equal to angle C, angle A equal to angle C is equal to 45 degree. This is the part given for us. Now to prove, we have to prove that side opposite to 45 degree means AB as well as BC is equal to 1 upon root 2 times of hypotenuse, and hypotenuse is nothing but as per diagram it is AC. So I have written in that form. No doubt here it I have written 1 upon root 2 time of hypotenuse, but here in terms of a proof according to diagram structure I have written it. Now we have to write the proof in the form of number, statement and reason. First of all, try to understand over here once again. In triangle ABC, as angle A and angle C is 45 degree, naturally this is hypotenuse. Opposite to 90 is AC, that is the hypotenuse. But as 45 and 45 degree, this triangle become isosceles right angle triangle, because side opposite to 45, side opposite to 45. Means we can write AB equal to BC. This is the first part we are going to write in triangle ABC. Now second part, in triangle ABC, as angle B is 90 degree, so we are using Pythagoras theorem. According to Pythagoras theorem, AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Naturally, AB equal to BC, and we are going to replace AB by BC and going for a simplification, and we can reach up to final step. So please pay attention. Now as per description, one by one part. So first the part is in triangle ABC, in triangle ABC, angle B is equal to 90 degree, angle A equal to angle C is equal to 45 degree. This is given by them, so I am going to write it as given. Therefore, triangle ABC is isosceles right angle triangle. And as angle A and angle C both are equal in 45 degree, means opposite to angle A and opposite to angle C, means you can say sir, side AB is equal to side BC. I am going to give it as equation 1 and reason sides of isosceles triangle. Sides of isosceles triangle. Now second part. In triangle ABC, angle ABC is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, by Pythagoras theorem, and the part is AB square plus BC square, AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Now we know that AB equal to BC from equation 1. So I am going to write AB square as usual, plus instead of writing BC square, if AB equal to BC, then AB square is equal to BC square. So replacing BC square by AB square is equal to AC square. As we are replace BC by AB, give it in the reason as BC equal to AB from equation 1. Now the part is AB square plus AB square, it become 2AB square is equal to AC square. Now as this 2 is multiplied over here, shifting it divided by, 2 is multiplied over here, shifting it as a divided by. So it become AB square is equal to 1/2 times AC square. As 2 is multiplied over here, goes to that side, divided by. Then taking root from both sides and taking root AB square, that become AB. 1/2. So 1 root is 1, but 2 is under root of 2, and that is equal to AC. Here AB square root is AB equal to 1/2. So 1 root is 1 and 2 cannot take as a root. So root 2. AC square become root as a AC. In short, cancelling square from both the side. And we are getting the part AB is equal to 1/2 times of AC. Or you can say AB equal to BC. AB equal to BC is equal to 1/√2 times of AC. In this way, anyway, you can complete the part. And in this way, we are going to complete a theorem, and this theorem is called as 45 degree, 90 degree theorem. Remember it very carefully. In numerical or solving numerical, we are using this property both of 30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree, as well as 45 degree, 90 degree theorem directly in case of a numerical solving part. हेलो फ्रेंड्स एंड माय डियर स्टूडेंट, अगर आप हमारे वीडियोस देख रहे हो और आपको ये वीडियोस पसंद आते हो तो आप हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और नीचे दिए हुए बेल आइकन को क्लिक करना ना भूलें। साथ में अपने फ्रेंड्स और ग्रुप इसमें भी आप ये वीडियो शेयर कीजिए ताकि नॉलेज ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा बच्चों तक पहुँचे। अलग अलग टॉपिक के साथ मैं आपको मिलता रहूँगा। मैं आपका एसवी सर आगे आने वाले वीडियोज़ को बनाता रहूँगा और आप तक पहुँचाता रहूँगा। थैंक यू वेरी मच।